The boxes of doom in my laundry room are not going to empty themselves, so that's what I'm going to be starting to do today. I thought it would be easier to just bring them out to the living room. Unfortunately, this is very poor before footage. I thought I was doing something cool there, but the view was blocked, so sorry about that. Might as well start with a little sweep of this corner here. There is Colt saying hello. Love that little cutie. All right, I'm off to get my broom so I can take care of things, and here we go. Getting that out of the way. You can see that Clay has taken some water bottles and scattered them about. I'm going to put those into a little bin as well. And then we're going to get started on some boxes. I dragged 3 boxes out of the laundry room. 1 big and 2 small. And I figured I'll just do however many I can do with the energy that I have for the day. This one said clothes on the top. The white one did. And the other 2, I didn't know what was really in them, so we'll find out together. I'm going to go ahead and open this. I have an empty tote on the left. That is for items that I am planning to keep but just need to move elsewhere. And I'm going to just put things right back into this box if I'm donating them. One thing I've realized is that part of my struggle with decluttering right now is the fact that I don't have energy to carry boxes out to my cars. The struggle is real. I have started physical therapy. I had my first appointment yesterday. Whew, sorry for tripping over my words today. The struggle is real. So this box was kind of heavy. It did say clothes on the outside, and I'm sure it contained clothes at some point, but no, right now it contains books. All right. I'm going to remove the tape, get that out of the way. I've got a trash bag right there. And now I'm just going to go ahead and pile up everything that is in this box so that the box is empty and ready for me to put things into it that will be donated. I'm ready. Let's let go of some books, shall we? Yes, we shall. I have a lot of books already and no need to keep more. And then inside that box was another box, and so I opened that. That one has a bunch of VHS videotapes and a few other miscellaneous things, but we'll get to that later. First, I'm tackling the books, so let's do that. Ta-da! The way I consume books has changed over time, and by consume, it feels strange to say that I read audiobooks, but that's how I consume books these days. So we'll just call it that. To be honest, I don't really read much at all these days. It all started when I was diagnosed with sleep apnea and needed a CPAP machine, and then I would try and put my glasses over my CPAP, and that didn't really work all that great. And so I would read right before bed. That brought a rather abrupt end to that, unfortunately. At some point, I probably need to start thinking about if I want to keep as many books as I have. I've already decluttered a lot, though, so I'm just going to kind of go with where I'm comfortable and let go of as many as possible. And I did a pretty good job of that here, I think. I let go of more than half. And I'm just going to go through everything once again for a second time because I really felt like I had a bigger pile than I really needed. Anyway, even after decluttering the obvious things, So here I go. I'm going to go through these again, see what I can let go. I guess I'm going to need another box to put these books in because, yeah, I don't really have shelf space for them at the moment. I know what that means according to the container method. The container method says that you have you have a certain amount of space for your books or whatever item you're thinking about, and when you have more than fills that space, you declutter to keep it confined to that container. That is absolutely a good practice. However, I do plan to have a bookcase or two in my laundry room. It's going to be a multi-purpose room. And right now, there aren't bookcases. Well, there are bookcases in there, but I can't get to them because of the boxes in the way. So I need a box for miscellaneous books that I can go through at the end when I have established the shelves that I'm going to have and everything else. I know there will be more decluttering at that point, but I've made a pretty good start here and now. Here's the thing. I know that my decluttering pace is not as rapid as some people's, and that some would get rid of much more than I am, but I have to go at the pace that doesn't make me anxious. I have to go at my pace, however slow it may be, so that I don't start feeling like I'm being deprived. And sometimes that can actually kick off, a spending spree or not letting go of as much when I get to a later point of decluttering. So I'm just going to keep going, do what I can, and we'll just keep peeling away. That's what this channel is all about. Peeling away, slow but steady. Okay, so I did the big white box and also the smaller box that was inside the white box. And now I'm going to grab one of these boxes. Now the two books that you see here, I am going to look online to see if they're worth anything. If not, then they'll go in the donate bin as well. All right. Floppy disks, people. What do you do with floppy disks when you think there might be something on them? Like, I need to figure out if there's a place I can send them or what I can do there. I don't know. If there's some way that I can see what's on them and then decide. I struggle with stuff like that sometimes because what if there's writing on there? I'm a writer. I have written fiction in the past, and I don't want to lose those stories. I want to make sure that they're somewhere that I can find. Here's a college photo. I don't want to lose those stories. I want them to be somewhere. So, yeah, I got to figure something out. If anyone knows of any service, or I don't know, maybe I just need to look on Amazon or something. In walks cute little poodle. That's Clay. One collection I haven't talked about much is my autograph collection, and I came across some photos that I was planning to send to get autographed, and sadly never did before Richard Biggs passed away. But anyway, I'm also going to find some autographs coming up here, so that's kind of cool. It'll be great to have all of my autographs together in one place. I used to have that once upon a time, and it's been a long time coming. So not today, but down the road. Got some magazines that I need to decide what to do with. And so I'm keeping them because I'm not ready to let go. And yeah, I'm sorry I'm like that, but it is what it is. There's an autograph from Angela Lansbury. I'm so excited. I forgot that I had that. This box also contains a bunch of stories that I have printed off. So that's another thing. I need to see if I have electronic copies somewhere, and if I don't, then I need to get that scanned so that I still have the stories somewhere. Life. I don't know. Are any of you... Here are some little worry dolls. They're pretty cute. I decided I'm going to keep those. There are 2 worry dolls in there, and I need some help with my worries. I let go of some others, but these I feel like I want to keep. Or, I don't know. Let's be honest. Another day I probably would let go of them, but it's just... I'm feeling fragile, I guess. I'm in a fragile place right now. And when I'm feeling fragile, I tend to let go of less. Just is what it is. I feel like I have gone through and decluttered that box before, or maybe a different box, and then kept all of these items. I recognize a lot of the things in there, so that's why I say that. I'm not sure how much I even let go of in that pile. This one's going to be different. This one's another box. And I've got lots of these pennants. And I came across this box cutter. And I thought, oh, I could use a box cutter. That'd be handy. And maybe I could use these index cards. Ugh. Watching this, I kind of hate that I'm like keeping so much, but you know, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm just in a fragile place right now. Since I keep coming across different things that might need to be scanned or different discs that need to be looked through, would anyone be interested in watching a video about digital decluttering? Let me know. I want to hear in the comments. This box actually didn't have a huge amount of stuff in it. You can see I'm kind of stacking up all of the cardboard pieces to that other side. There's Clay again. What a little cutie. Coming under the box flap to see what's happening. My little man. He's sitting next to me right now. Actually, he's doing a spin about. You know how dogs will walk in circles while they figure out the best way to lie down. That's what he just did. Alright, so I don't have great after footage either, I'm sorry to say. Apologize for that. So I took out this box cutter and was like, do I actually need a box cutter? No, I don't. I have scissors, that's enough. And so that's going in the donate box as well. So I have a partial bag of trash, a partial bag of items for donation, and a tote that needs to be redistributed to the parts of the house where they belong. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back again soon.